I'm still thinking about Facebook. I don't even think about it that much. I don't know if I would ever want to go back there. It was atrocious the way they treated me. YouTube does treat you better. It's a military. But Facebook has a kind of fascist attitude that they are the great world changers because of their brilliance and their minds. And the mind is a trap for the soul if the ego takes over, which it has. And let's talk about a beautiful man named Solomon, okay, whose mother was from North Africa and his father was from the Middle East, as we would call it, okay, as what we label places. And let's have a seat on one of our little old benches. Now Solomon, we all are related through some kind of sexual tribalism, closely or distantly, in areas where we have close sexual proximity. Okay. So the people that migrated here in boats, trains, and boats and planes from the region of Africa and what they refer to as Europe and stuff, have a lot of sexual connections through violent sex cult activities. So there's a lot of relations there, functional or dysfunctional, kind of like run, Liza, run from Simon, right? And the black folks will tell you that, those white people are evil. It's, hey, man, chicken's coming home to roost. People without a knowledge and a history are like a tree without root, right? You push all the ugly rat people to the north and tell them they're too ugly to reproduce with, and and then they come back with a vengeance because they have to go to a place where it's less hard to survive and the winters are harsher and stuff, and they come back and Viking kick your ass. I mean, hey, you did it, right? And it's like you create what you do, okay, when you're being creative. And Constantine and James were dumbasses. Lummies. Mama was lush and daddy was dummy. Don't you get your ass in here. You stay the hell away from that door. Ah! Get out of here, hummingbird. Okay, sorry. I want a hummingbird to come in here and die. So I got to turn the music back on, scare them away when I'm done talking here. If I see them, I yell at them and get out of here. Right, get on out of here. I don't want them to die up in here. They'll come in, they'll panic, and they'll have a heart attack and die. And I hate military intel. Oh, I hate them. Maybe I will get the little bead things to hang from, we'll go down to Walmart, get the little bead things to hang on the door. I might tell Dad I'm going to go do that now because their hummingbirds are getting too curious and they're trying to come in. And he loves them. Yeah, he loves his hummingbirds. Yeah, I like them too. They're little farts. But let's get back to work here. Well, this is an active interaction, but you lummies. And so, Constantine and James were raised by Pharaoh. The great civilizations of the great gods and all them assholes is, they're very similar. Okay. And when you're the mistranslations and misinterpretations of understanding the mythology as opposed to understanding eternal reality. You have a man like Solomon that you can't really read Proverbs that well because you need living word to correct the egregious behaviors and the linguistics errors of abusive people that manipulate people with language. Now, there's natural laws. And you understand and observe natural laws, right? And that's a law. Okay. And the intent of the understanding is far greater than the letter, okay? Because you have somebody that's Melvin with Dad, the big black gentleman that Dad would protect from people that had Klan tendencies in Tennessee. And Melvin really was a fond and affection of my father, and because he would protect him, because other guys, he was kind of slow, and he'd been too friendly with the white girls. Leave Melvin alone. He's kind of, he's just being Melvin. And so Melvin knew that he was protected by Ralph by that kindness and understanding. And so Melvin used to run up to my dad and not let him get sodas out of the soda machine because Melvin tried to pull a soda out of there, and Melvin was so strong he pulled the soda machine on himself. My dad would have to look around every time he got a coin to get a soda for Melvin. Melvin would come and hug him and grab him and go, Ralph, you can't get a soda out of there. Okay. That he wouldn't let him near the machine. Okay. And this was the 1950s, and Melvin was a black young man. My father, Ralph, who was a poor white person, was white. They tell those stories That one boxer or whatever said his dad sent him over to get the money, and he touched the white man beat the hell out of him and stuff. So you don't accuse my father of being an asshole like people at Buckingham Palace and Pharaoh's pyramids and the Emperor's Great Wall of China assholes, right? My dad's not one of those type of people. He raised good kids. Okay. So it's far more important to understand the intent of understanding natural laws than the letter when there's someone who's ignorant and doesn't know any better, right? So you have to get them to understand it's hard. Okay. Like with Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory, like I am with Joan Baez, it's not how you can't choose how you're going to die. It's like, oh, you're obviously not a samurai. It's Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory the other night, that I was watching. She's sitting there making general statements, and he says, no, you can commit suicide. That's a one and lots of things, trial and error. No, you get suicide done right, you're done, And so he's linguistically correcting her because she's saying something in a general statement which doesn't apply to all statements, right? And so you get people like that, and they're aggressive and they're abusive and they're condescending because they're insecure, because they compare themselves to others. They want to be more brilliant than other people. They want to make other people feel inferior. They manipulate other people. They get off on more making other people feel inferior and manipulating other people with their linguistics and their abuse than they do having sexual intercourse. That seems crazy. It is crazy. It's like rape. Okay. So you guys got to understand what I'm dealing with here and what I'm dealing with the celebrities on TV and the people they try to connect me to. Okay. They have addiction problems, like Leonard Skinner and the Allman Brothers and Cher. Okay. They just gotta, stay famous. The crowd, they love the crowd. It's, oh God. I'm sorry, O possessive pronoun. I don't love the crowds. I like more intimate settings with people that care about me and love me, not a bunch of people brought there by philanthropy for pornography. To keep everybody, hey, get out of here, the top pimp and the top hoe. I gotta close this up, and let's close this up. They're getting too curious. I'll tell Dad I'll go down to the store and look for and buy covers for this so I can get work done. Because otherwise, I won't while getting work done. Possibly killing the hummingbirds remodeling. Dad loves hummingbirds. So I'll go do that. But you guys, look out, Look out, boy. Look out. Go ahead. Head on that way. That's right. This is coming down, so you're going to want to move. This is coming down, bro. No, this way. No, get your ass out of here. Yeah, I come from country, people. Okay. That's how we talk right here. Okay. Get your ass up out of here. I come from country, folk. They say in Australia that a lot of women in Australia really dig my accent, yo. Yeah. Women dig my accent. Well, I like the way he talk. Like, well, I like the way you talk too, girl. Making fun of me, Riz. So, there's more beautiful things to appreciate and enjoy about people than there is what you consider ugly. Ugly is what we do. Okay? And understanding laws are natural. And understanding, I'm correcting the linguistics of manipulation and murder. And then, having the thoughts be better than the actions, just like Judah Krishnamurti did, just like Haile Selassie did. Okay? My life, when you sit back and look at it and all the abuse, is really amazing. And, I can't get back my intimacy and my romance, which I value so dearly eternally. Because I'll have pockets of it in the future, but not the way I could have when I was a young PYT. Mr. Energizer Bunny of Love, Pope Air Force Base and Fort Bragg. And I didn't get to enjoy it then. It was constantly abused by perverts in the military at the Pentagon that were jealous of me because they compared themselves to me sexually. It's like, but he's only got a 5 3/4 inch penis. How does he make the women enjoy sex so much? He loves them. And he ain't the backdoor man. Okay. Gonna give you every inch of my love. Want a whole lot of love? If you want a whole lot of love, then get a faithful lover who's courageous and kind and isn't afraid of perverts and doesn't compare himself to those perverts. then you'll get a whole lot of love. Okay, guys? Peace out, man. Mino Levy taught you to weep and moan.